Once you've designed your PCB, we need to export it as an image file for the Fab Modules. Something to note about this particular PCB, I put copper fills in, which are just polygons with the polygon tool, and then you click Auto Router and it will fill that area with copper. This is because these are large areas that will be milled out otherwise, and there's no parts in them, so there's no reason for them to be milled. It just takes a long time for the mill to go through here. So I just filled it with copper. Additionally, we have this outline here that's much thicker than any of the inner traces. The inner traces will be milled with a 1/64 inch bit, which is approximately 0.016 inches. That's about the thickness of the bit that we'll use, but what we're going to do is actually mill on either side of each of these. But that's a fairly good width for our board. And our dimension line, our outline here, will be milled with a 1/32 inch bit, which is about 0.032 inches. So make sure that when you're drawing these, you draw them appropriately and you put them on the correct layer. So here I've got my wire tool on dimensions, and my width is here. So to export, what we need to do is remove all of the text, signal lines, and everything else that may get in the way. So we're going to go to Layers, and we're going to click None, then Top and Dimension, because we only want the top traces in the dimension, and this is what we get. We're going to export this as an image file, and we're going to export the dimension, the outline, as well as the inside, all at the same time. If you don't, what happens is EagleCAD will shrink the image based on the maximum dimensions of your design, and you'll end up with different values of your origin, and so you may end up cutting your traces and whatnot. So we're going to export this as an image. I like using 600 dpi. Anything with a high dots per inch ratio is good. Monochrome, and I'm going to browse, and I've already done this a couple of times, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to overwrite this one here because it doesn't have the copper fills, so I'm going to save on that file, and yes, I want to overwrite. So once I've done that in EagleCAD, let me delete these older versions here. I now need to edit this file in GIMP. You can use any tool you'd like. I prefer using GIMP. So shrink this a bit so we can see what we're doing. So the first thing you'd like to do, or I'd like to do here, is I'm going to select the fuzzy tool, which is going to select a contiguous region, and I'm going to click on the outline. Then I'm going to click the delete key on my keyboard, and then select none. And what this has done is it's deleted my dimensions. Now I need to invert my colors, so colors value invert, and everything that is black will be milled away. So I like this. This looks good to me, so I'm going to save. Sorry, GIMP has decided that saving is now just for GIMP formats. So I'm going to export as IOBoard traces.png. And then I'm going to undo all of those tasks that I just did. So now I'm back to the very beginning. I'm going to click the fuzzy select tool. I'm going to click the dimensions, and then I'm going to select invert. So what this has done is now, instead of selecting the dimension line, it's selected everything but the dimension line. I'm going to just delete those things with my delete key, and I'm going to save this file as, export this file as I/O board outline. So I've exported those two. And you can see them here. Now this goes for all of your designs. So your outline is its own file. Your traces are in a separate one with the colors inverted. Everything that's black will be milled away. So just as I just did with this particular board, I'm going to add copper fills to my earlier boards, just so that I can save time in milling. So there you have it.